What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today I am bringing you guys a drift build of the Lamborghini Reventon in Forza Motorsport 5. Now, let's go ahead and walk around this car, give it a little tour before I go into any kind of customization, because the Reventon is quite an interesting car. I mean, some people see it as just an LP640 with the body kit, but it's way more than that. It's way more than that. They actually pulled aside specific engines to put in the Reventon, aside from doing all the fancy bodywork and things like that. And the cool thing about the bodywork on the Reventon is the fact that pretty much all of this bodywork has transferred over into the second generation of the Gallardo, the Aventador, and now the Huracan. And obviously, it's basically transferred into the entire Lamborghini line. And when the Reventon came out, it was huge. When the Reventon came out, it was that crazy car that I want to say every, because I'm sure some didn't want it, but almost every Lambo fan wanted. And I really like the fact that they took all of these awesome design styles from the Reventon and incorporated them into their entire line. Now, we're going to go ahead and give it a stock startup real quick, because I think it sounds absolutely mental. And look at that dash! That dash is insane. Freaking love that dash. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the drift build. Because the first thing we're going to do, the very first thing, right off the bat, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to swap this thing to rear-wheel drive. Because, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this is probably going to be the first Reventon drift car, rear-wheel drive swap Reventon drift car in Forza 5. At least, if any of you guys have done one, let me know in the comment section below if anybody did this before me. But I believe that this is the first rear drive swap Reventon drift car that's ever been shown on YouTube. I think, I could be wrong, but I think it might be. So just to make it official, go ahead and stick a rear wheel drive swap in there. Or rather, take things off. Should we twin? Yeah, we should. We absolutely should. Why did I even question that? We absolutely should twin turbo it. For the compound, it probably, it's already got streets, so we'll just leave it on streets. The rims, the rim style, I'm not going to change them, because the Reventon style rims look incredible, and they fit the car pretty much perfectly. I mean, maybe if they had some ADV1s in this game, that might change my mind a little bit, because I love ADV1s. ADV1s look good on pretty much anything. But they don't have ADV1s in this game, which is kind of unfortunate, because they haven't added any new wheels at all for a long... In fact, they've been taking wheels away. So if you think about it, since Forza 2, they've been taking wheels away with each game, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I really hope with Horizon 2 they add some new rims in. They really need to be honest, they really need to. And yes, we are going to fully max out this motor. Because, why? Well, why? Because we have no choice but to do so. I mean, yes, we have a choice, but when you're talking about, will you give me a supercar like this to do a drift build of? I'm going full out. No doubt about it. I'm just going full out with this car. It's not gaining power very quickly, so I'm going to say somewhere in the 860, maybe 900 range. Stick race turbos on there, 867. Race intercooler, 929. That's a little bit more than I actually thought it would make, so about 930 horsepower. That's not bad at all. That's actually quite a bit of power. That's quite a bit of power. Go ahead and tune it real quick, give it a little bit of a baseline tune, and then we'll go out and do some live tuning and see how it works, and see how it works, see how it goes. And see what we need to change in the actual tuning setup. Do some live tuning, like I said. So, as far as the ride height, we're just bring that down all the way. And for the diff, just max everything. Max everything. That seems to be a theme with a lot of these builds, is maximum everything. Go ahead and test drive. And I feel like we go to Bernie's Hops a lot, and yes, I want to go back there, but I also feel like we should mix it up. Long Beach, I feel, is not the best place to tune this car. A 929 horsepower, twin-turbo, rear-drive swap, Lamborghini Reventon drift car, I feel like Long Beach isn't the best place to test it, so I'm thinking Prague. I'm thinking Prague would actually work quite well for this. Because because it's wide, it's got some long sweeping corners. It's got a couple of technical sections too, but it's got a lot of long sweeping corners with these long, wide entries. So we'll be able to get this thing really, really sideways. And I'm hoping the mid-engine balance doesn't mess with this too much, but we'll have to see. I mean, if it does, then we'll be able to fix it in tuning somehow. Generally, I can always fix things in tuning somehow. And you can see how it's actually slightly off-center? That's actually how these cars are. The steering wheel in the Murcielago is actually slightly off-center. Let's go ahead. Oh, dude, the fans! Look at that! The fans actually work! Let's go ahead and rev this thing up real quick, see how it sounds with the turbos. It spits fire with every single rev. Holy crap, it hooked up like crazy. Those blow-off valves. Oh, come on. Yes. Dang, when you keep it in boost, this thing goes. Right when it gets on... Oh, God. Oh, that didn't go well. That didn't go well at all. But right when this thing gets in boost, it goes, and it does not let up for 1 second. I feel like there's maybe one thing I need to change. Let me just see if this works. It might work, it might not work, but I have a hunch that it might actually work. It might actually help us a little bit. Power, come on! Apparently that didn't help us. That didn't help us at all. Yeah, that didn't help us whatsoever, so I'm gonna go ahead and just change that back to what it was. Springs, damping, where was it? What did we change? We changed the spring rate, okay. Let's actually make it a little bit stiffer and see if that works. Because I'm not very used to tuning mid-engine cars. You give me give me a rear-wheel drive car, I got a baseline tune I'll slap on that thing, and it'll be good to go, and then I can mess with that baseline tune, and then just see what I can get out of it from there. Mid-engine cars, I definitely need to work with them a lot more. Not bad. I mean, right off the bat, you can tell that this wasn't made to do this. So, it's kind of a battle. When something wasn't made to drift, it's kind of a battle that you have to kind of fight with the thing, and you have to fight with the tune, you have to fight with the car sometimes a little bit. And with this, we're having to do a little bit of both, to be quite honest. Keep it kicked out. Okay, that's a little bit more angle than I was anticipating, but still not a problem. We can keep it going. Not a problem, but a little bit of a surprise. Should have kept it. Yeah, keep it in second. Keep it in second. I wanted to keep up my speed through there. Yeah, this car, it feels, even though it's rear-wheel drive, it feels like it still has some... Wow, really, Wall? It feels... Wow! Come on! It feels like it still has some front-end pull, which is an odd feeling. I mean, you still feel slightly all-wheel drive, like just ever so slightly still all-wheel drive. And like I said, it's an odd feeling, and it's not what you want in a drift car. It's not what you want at all. But then again, this is not something that you would build for, to be super effective in scoring. I mean, I guess you could build anything to be effective in scoring, as long as you spent enough time with the tune and were dedicated enough to actually making it a good setup that works for you. But out of the box, this is not going to be a very high-scoring drift car, especially online, but it is going to be different. And to me, especially if I'm just making a car just to have fun with, it's more important to me that it's different than what everybody else online is using, than if it scores, you know, in the top 10 in the world with every track. You know what I mean? I don't care about that as much as I care about just having fun with the game and using cars that people wouldn't use. You know, just using cars that people kind of just sort of leave. You know, they kind of just leave them there as in like, oh, that wouldn't work. You know, I like to take cars where people that people consider to be not right for the job, or people say that they wouldn't work, and seeing if they work. And if they actually do work, then that always feels awesome. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Ooh! Somehow they let me keep those points. I don't know how, but I am super grateful. That blow-off valve, though. Oh, God. Stop. That didn't go well at all. Yeah, that didn't go well at all. You gotta be careful with your entries, because unlike a front-engine car, where you can enter at, like, absurd angle and then bring it back if you want to, these mid-engine cars are a lot harder to rescue mid-corner. Oh, I was afraid the back end of the car was going to hit something, because it was way wide. Oh, not bad, not bad. Go, 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 yes! The trick is keeping it in boost, because you got a high-revving V12, and you're trying to keep it in boost while you're sliding sideways, and it's a lot of stuff to be, you know, to be thinking about all the time. Dang it! It's a lot of stuff to be trying to focus on all the time. Whoa, 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 whoa! That was scary. That was super scary. Try and enter wide and early. Oh, not bad, not bad, not bad. I think I'm going to go for one more lap and see if I can make it clean. See if I can make it a nice, clean drift lap. Kick it out. It's a little bit later than I had originally intended to kick the back end out, but not bad. There we go, stay in the power. Just stay calm and stay in the power band. And boost, stay in boost. Boost is your friend. Nearly there, and kick it out. Oh, geez. Really? Really? I was going for a clean lap. And the one lap where I decide to have a pretty ambitious entry, the car kind of just, it said no. It said absolutely not. I will not enter a corner like this sideways. I refuse. Oh, geez. It's weird because halfway through the corner, sometimes I feel like I don't have any control. I mean, I know that I do, but a lot of the times, halfway through the corner, I feel like I'm not totally in control of the car. I feel like this mid-engine layout kind of wants to oversteer a little bit past the limit on its own. I mean, oversteer is great. Oversteer is what we're doing right now, but the kind of oversteer I'm talking about is the oversteer where you spin. Not controlled oversteer, spinning oversteer. Trying to enter a little bit wide. That didn't work all too well. Oh, geez. Okay. Now keep it away from the wall. That's your only task. Keep it away from that wall. Into third. Swing the back end out. Wow, much better score than the last time around. Really trying to focus now. Really trying to make this ending good. Keep the power on. Dang it. Dang it, I let it out of boost. But either way, this thing is... It's actually a few things. There are a few things about it that you're going to need to remember. It's, number one, it's difficult. It's very difficult. This is definitely an advanced drift car. It's more of a for fun kind of a thing rather than something you would use to be effective with. And another thing you got to remember is that you can't let yourself get frustrated with this car, because if you let yourself get frustrated with it, you'll be done. You know, you'll just be completely done. And the biggest thing I think that you have to think about when you're drifting this is that you've got to be... You can't be serious with this car. You can't be serious when you're drifting this thing. You have to keep a little bit, just have a sense of fun, because like I said before, this thing is about fun. You know, you build a drifting Reventon for fun, and that's the reason why you build it. But if you guys enjoyed this drift build, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.